Yeah, you'll have to ask him. I think he would have known we weren't going to give an easy game. We would have to earn it. You know, they're a top team. I said in the press conference before the game, I've got the utmost respect for this football club and the way he sets the team up. He respects all phases of the game, and he's a top coach, obviously. So.
Hi.
When you spoke about Ben White a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned he had to kind of prove himself when the opportunity came to him. And I'm guessing you feel he did tonight, but just how much have you missed him in this kind of spell that he hasn't been playing?
Personally, I think I'm very, very happy for him as a human being. I think the rest of the team is the same because he's a player that played always for us. And suddenly, because of the right reason, he wasn't playing that much because Juren was excellent and he was out for a while and then he needed to earn his place. But his attitude has been so positive, so good. And then when you are ready and you're given the opportunity, you take it like he did today. So I'm very happy that we have him back in the best version of himself as well. And we're going to need him because he's a tremendous player.
In terms of the 90 minutes today, how did you kind of assess it? Because it felt at 1-0 when, I don't know, it seems there were times where players got that second goal and they maybe wanted to keep the 1-goal lead when the game was getting open, and it seemed a bit tense. How did you feel?
Yeah, I think we had 3 big chances to put the second one. We didn't do it, and then when we were going for the second one, the game became a little bit open. We started to be a bit late in certain moments in the high press. They break it and the pitch is stretched, and then we need to be a bit more compact. But I think we went through that period really well when we started to take the ball and do what we had to do with the ball to bring the momentum down, bring the composure and the ball to the areas that we wanted to attract them and to use the open spaces that they left and score the second goal.
With Ben White, do you think there's signs there that he's potentially back to his best days? Because against him in October, he seemed to be just getting back to things where tonight with the overlaps, especially with Madueke, it seemed like his overlaps with Saka a few seasons ago. Did you see that?
No. The first thing is a defender defend with that purpose and with that determination and efficiency. And he's done that today. And then if he can add the value that he can add with the ball through his passing, through his movement and through the deliveries that he can put with the quality that he has, so be it. And today I think he's done both very well.
And on Rice side, what do you make of that when he tips into the crossbar?
I saw him because they are so good at that as well, and it's a big moment in the game.
And it was a difficult game.
And you made 5 changes from the team that beat Burnley. Obviously there was an injury and a slight injury in there as well, but was it more than that? Was it tactical, or was it just thinking you've got another big game in North London coming up where potentially, given their home record, there's more of a chance of securing 3 points?
Bit of everything really, a couple of knocks, a couple of bits of players maybe needed a little bit of a rest and not to start, more so to come on, utilising the squad, which I have so much confidence in. Picking the team on a weekly basis is difficult at times because the players do push each other. I felt a lot of the players that came in tonight absolutely deserved to start the game. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
I want to ask you about Michael Kayode. Once again, another big game from him. How have you seen him grow during the season, and it feels more and more comfortable in the role in the Premier League?
Yeah, I agree. He's grown and grown, hasn't he, week to week. He's been a big part of how we've played. He's such a big character and personality. You see the smile on his face and how much he loves playing the game. And I think the evolution of his game, the confidence that he's getting from competing at this level, week in, week out, he's obviously been a mainstay and a really important part of how we play. And I can only see him getting better and better.
Check at the back and then you in front. Yeah.
Hey.
You've had success with the quarterback this season. You've changed the back. Is that just because of knocks, or is there something else that you're trying to do?
Again, probably a little bit of everything. Personnel that I wanted to play, opposition. I don't think it needs to change too much, really, in terms of how you can approach the game. I still wanted us to be pretty proactive, aggressive, front-footed. At times, the opposition doesn't allow you to do that because they're very good. But I still think you can beat that. You know, we touched on it before the game around how we've done it before against Chelsea, Man City this season, and how effective it's been. I think the key is with your centre-backs in particular that they have to feel comfortable pushing through and being aggressive through the middle, because your wing-backs get pinned a little bit with the way they play with Martinelli one side and Madueke the other, so that doesn't allow you to let them jump and be aggressive. So, yeah, it was a little bit of flexibility in that, I suppose.
Yes.
Hi, Keith.
Hi.
I'm lucky today. I've got two questions. My first one is, a win today would have put Brentford into the top 10. How big of an opportunity did you see this game as?
Yeah, I seen it as a an opportunity to come here and show what we're about and what we're growing, what we're developing. I want us to come and approach the game in a fearless way. I feel like we did that. I feel like we gave a really good account of ourselves. I'm really proud of the performance. Obviously disappointed with the result. The second goal's on me. I wanted us to push hard for the equaliser. Left ourselves a little bit open, and I'm pretty comfortable with that, rather than sitting back and just taking a 1-0 lead that maybe looks a little bit better. So immense pride in the way the boys approach it.
Rest, that's quite a positive word to use. Yeah, we had to make some changes. We had a very, very demanding week at every level, emotionally, physically, what the game demanded. In the tactical and technical aspect of it, we were asked to play 3 days later, one less recovery than them, and still performing the way that we've done it against a team that is super well coached, very well organized, that they are very clear how they want to generate big chances, and they are really good at doing that. So 1-0, we knew it wasn't enough. I don't think we conceded anything apart from the save that they had to make on the corner. But the game was always open, you know, and we needed that extra energy to close it. And maybe when we didn't have it, we had the courage to take the ball under pressure and to start to break their press to very good movement and purpose with the ball to go and score a second goal and win the game.
Anything worrying about the players who came off?
Yes, obviously it's never good news. Declan had to come off. We don't know. We have to see tomorrow what he's got. And Mosque is the other one that is out. Obviously we have big Gavi and Willie out as well. So we have to adapt. It's been a theme this season, but when I look at the players that they haven't been playing much, for example, Ben White, the performance that he had, or Martin that has been out, and he puts 96 minutes under his belt straight away. Noni the same. Victor is coming and now he's getting some minutes as well. So very pleased to see that.